like a specific character, and then that character leaves the stage, or that character dies, or whatever, and then you're left almost with strangers. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can make the audience have that feeling that I think a lot of people have felt around. Like, I'm at a party with like my one friend, and then that friend goes away, and I'm left being like, who do I talk to?
Yeah, we were playing around with that in form with Clara. The idea that it's a flawed perspective. I mean, in Fringe, we didn't really get to this because it was a shortened version. But after Andrew dies, the story stops being from Clara's perspective, and the audience, because then the audience realizes, why was this whole story told from her perspective? And then it opens up, and then it's about everyone. And it becomes a true ensemble piece at that point. We didn't really get to play with that, and I'm kind of looking forward to going back to a longer version where we want to kind of, now that we feel like we're good at this, we can play with form.
Yeah, totally.
Still gotta work on it.
Yeah, but we can play with that form, and we can say, what would be interesting to shock the audience now? It wasn't about Andrew, and now it's not about Clara, who we've been following this whole time. She'll be back,
Obviously,
roller coaster of emotions. Also, I have to mention that you've been like slowly stealing that pillow the entire episode.
You can have
like, it started with her, and it's just made its way over.
I've also made it closer to it.
I love it.
It's so fuzzy.
Yeah, it is. I was like found it randomly because, again, Airbnb, but I just like it was up on a shelf, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna set it out, make the place nice. I'm just trying to
have a little modest.
Your Airbnb host comes back like, okay, yeah, I guess that can go there.
I guess that sure, yeah, we'll see.
It's like modesty curtain. Live,
just random,
your truth.
Live your life. But we are here on the lightning round now, so we'll do that. So when I do interviews with two people, what we're going to do is, to make it fair, because these are knee-jerk reactions, just kind of like, just whatever comes to the top of your head, we'll go first you, then you, and then second question will go.
Okay, so
it'll be
I see. Okay, answer it.
So that people have to go first. Yeah. Okay. Every time. Cool.
Okay.
All right. So starting with you, it's your birthday. What kind of cake do you go with?
Ice cream cake or vanilla. The Baskin Robbins gold medal ribbon.
Oh, you had that one ready to go.
Yeah, I love my birthday.
I love it. Yeah, you did get really excited when I said that's so funny. And how about you?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake.
Ooh, that's good. That's
I'm allergic to caffeine, which is also chocolate, so I can't have anything chocolate based.
You're allergic to caffeine?
Yeah.
You work at Starbucks?
Yeah, I do.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I do, baby.
I know, that's why she has all the fruity drinks.
Yeah, so anytime I'm at Starbucks, they go like, okay, so what's your favorite drink? And I go, this one smells the best. Like, I can't say anything.
That's hilarious. All right, so you can have dinner with someone, anyone in the world, but they're alive. Who is it?
Oh, they're alive? Oh, shit. I immediately was like Arthur Conan Doyle, but he ain't alive.
I was going to say Michael Jackson.
Oh, crap. Alive.
We don't have any living people that we want to have dinner with.
There's just so many people, and I'm like, who's the best? Oh, no. I don't know. Tilda Swinton.
Cool. Very, very cool. Tilda Swinton's sweet.
Yeah. You're like Meryl Streep. Like, those people would be amazing.
Kate McKinnon. I love Kate McKinnon.
Who's Kate McKinnon?
She's from SNL, the lesbian from SNL.
Oh, yes.
I love
awesome.
her.
Yeah.
Kate
like,
McKinnon, if you watch this.
Yeah, there it is. I love it.
This Kate McKinnon.
And then you're going to love this dinner with one person, but they're dead. Who do you want to? That's the next question.
I went with Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
I got questions.
Yeah.
He's just, I want to know what he's like.
What's going on?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
Yeah, totally.
I don't think I'll get any
Amazing.
answers. It's just the experience of having dinner with Michael Jackson. I used to, on road trips to the States, look out the window for him, and like, obviously his mansion isn't off the I-15 in Ohio, but that's what I was like, any minute now, got to keep these eyes peeled for Michael Jackson. Yeah.
He's just standing there.
Yeah, like, hey,
waving in his full like thriller suit.
That's so funny. It happened.
Yeah.
It happened.
But you know, when it wouldn't happen if I wasn't looking, so at least I had to try.
Exactly.
That's fair.
That's a good call.
That's very fair.
And then Arthur Conan Doyle. Very interesting. What does that go back to?
I'm a huge fan of Sherlock Holmes. Like, it pretty much, I think it's one of the books that like changed my life a little bit. It was like the first book that I got so intelligent and like intellectual about. Like, I kept thinking about it. I examined every little thing of it. That's
magical.
I love Sherlock Holmes, and I love how like the Watson and Sherlock play off each other, and whether like if you took one away, would it still be a similar character? Yeah. Like, I love that like people playing off each other. I just think it's.
Did you like
amazing.
the Benedict Cumberbatch one?
I love anything that Sherlock Holmes.
Okay, fair enough.
Like, I love like Elementary, which is like Sherlock Holmes in modern times in New York. Like, I think that's awesome. I just read a book that's based on like if this dude's like named after Sherlock Holmes in Australia. I think that's awesome.
Amazing.
Like, it's just, I love everything about it.
Dream vacation destination.
Scotland.
Cool. Have you been?
No.
Sweet.
It's like the only place of like my heritage that I haven't been yet.
Sweet.
And I want to go. I want to like rent a car. I want to go hiking. I want to go all over.
Love it.
Yeah.
Dream vacation destination.
On my list next is the South Island in New Zealand. I've been to the North Island.
Oh, the South
The
Island.
South Island.
The South Island.
I hadn't been.
Cool. Very, very cool. If you could be an animal for a week, what animal would it be?
Oh, God.
I mean, an elephant comes to mind.
Cool.
I like that. I want to know what they can do with that
They can do
trunk
all
thing.
of it.
They can do
It's
so much
amazing.
stuff.
Yeah, that's cool. And that'd be interesting to step into that too, because they're so smart. Like it's I've been
They're
reading a lot
smart.
about how smart they are.
Maybe I could try and paint like one of them.
Yeah,
Maybe I'd
exactly.
be a better painter as an elephant
Then you
because
can
I'm
design
no
your-
good
you
now.
can
Yeah,
design your logo.
or they would just the threshold is lower so that whatever I do, they're like, wow,
An elephant did it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
When
how
I
about
do
you?
that.
I don't agree with my first thought, but I would want to be a tiger, but like the tigers that's like
Extinct.
no, like the
endangered.
person like Cleopatra had a tiger, or like Jasmine has
Oh,
a tiger.
someone's
Like I
tiger.
would love to be someone's tiger.
A
Like you
domesticated
know, like
tiger?
yeah,
Or,
like that walks.
Who are those
beside them.
magicians?
Yeah, like that would be so cool.
Cool, amazing. Are you talking
You know,
about
live in
Yes.
leisure.
what,
What
the
are
one
their
that
names?
got the one that got bit? Siegfried and Roy.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
hilarious.
that tiger.
That tiger.
That tiger.
So we went boom,
Oh,
boom,
I
right?
think
It was you.
yeah,
Nick,
Yeah,
no,
you're
okay.
now.
Amazing. So you can. It's Hamilton, the musical Hamilton, but of someone else's life. Who do you want to see Hamilton? Like that style of musical, but it can be about anyone. That's never happened before. Well, we are back in after my first ever coffee spill on the podcast.
I know, it was lovely. We all experienced it
Together.
together.
Well, like 169 episodes. Eventually, it had to happen.
It had to
right?
happen.
Eventually,
and
I
it
had to do
happened today,
Yeah.
here, for the first time.
in this moment.
In this moment.
I was just so
We
excited.
got a song about that.
Okay, so
Surprised you didn't sing our song.
Yeah. I just like to write new songs every single second of my day. Barack Obama, the musical, would be fucking cool.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that is a good one.
But like, it would be both Barack Obama and Michelle Obama.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it would be,
or
it would
just
be,
Michelle Obama.
oh, just
I would
Michelle
watch
Obama.
that.
That would be pretty cool.
They could be like, it'd be like, it's Harry Potter you see in two parts, right?
Yeah,
So both, there you go, we'll do that. But
Yeah.
with Michelle and Barack.
that would be so great.
And how about you?
I'm going to go with a neuropsychologist named Dr. Oliver Sacks. He's dead now, but he has all these patients with this incredibly unique neurological disorder, and he wrote a book called "The Man Who Mistook His Wife for a Hat," and it's
interesting.
Awesome.
It's so
What kind of hat?
a top hat, and she
fancy.
just went to
She a
take
fancy
it and
bitch.
put it on his own head and couldn't because it's her head. It was so interesting.
As that wife, I would have
He's
been
got
like, okay.
you know the movie Awakenings. Robert Williams is in it.
No.
It's kind of an old one anyway. It's based off that. He has it's
Cool.
based off Oliver Sacks'
Ooh,
work.
Clue the musical would also be really good. I just watched
Yeah.
Clue the movie for the first time.
It's outrageous.
And it was sensational. First of all, the
Wow.
cast.
Yeah, you've been going back.
Tim Curry. Oh,
What did you just watch? The Wedding Singer or something? No, not The Wedding Singer. My Best Friend's Wedding.
I watched my best friend's wedding recently.
But
yeah,
for the first time, right?
No, I've watched it
okay,
before.
okay,
I just
okay.
wanted to experience it again.
Yeah.
Amazing. So
As
we
an
are
adult.
back to you, and
Okay.
it would be take the senses, like taste, touch, smell, all those things, and you can up one to like super sense. Which one do you up to super sense?
Vision.
Vision. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to be able to see things that are like really far away.
Real far away.
Yeah,
for
real far.
And how about you? Adam?
I would also go vision just because I have the worst vision in the world. So then I'd probably just be like a normal
Wow,
20/20
yeah,
and I wouldn't
yeah.
have to get like LASIX or
These
anything.
trees have leaves.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I can see that sign, Carol.
Touch would be the
amazing.
worst to enhance. You don't want that.
It's just like yeah.
That would not feel good.
Well, you with that pillow though, maybe that might be you're pretty. Into
No,
that
I want to up the pillows touch.
So you get 1 extra hour of the day. The days are 25 hours long. What do you do with that extra hour?
Oh,
Stupid musical.
sleep, man. I don't get enough sleep. Like that's probably. And like I can't have caffeine, so like
Yeah,
you
that's
really
must-
gotta sleep, man.
that must be tricky.
I take a lot of naps.
I love it. I love it. How about you?
I would sleep or sit out on my balcony. That's my favorite thing
your
to
balcony
do.
is
Cool.
nice.
Yeah, you
in the
called
summer.
You're a balcony person.
She
eh?
watches like she doesn't have a TV. Well, do you have a TV?
I do. I don't watch it.
Yeah, she watches the guy across from her TV.
Oh yeah, right. During the NBA finals, I was watching the guy watch his TV
TV.
for his reactions, and I knew when we won based off his body language.
Amazing.
He did catch me. And I had no way around it. Like, I guess, hi, sorry.
We did it. Woo.
I'm with you.
That's awesome. Song you sing most at auditions?
Summer in Ohio.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
On Monday.
What's that from?
It's like Ryan Scott Oliver's from like 99 millimeters. I can't remember
Cool.
the thing. It's like such a good. It's like me in a song. That's what I really like about it. Like
Yeah.
no one really knows a song, but it's like me if I was dating someone for the first time in a song. It's great.
Incredible. And then last one. What is a show that you think needs to be produced more?
Oh, like a musical being brought back.
Yeah.
Bring her back. I just want more Sondheim musicals in general
Yeah.
because I want to be in them so badly. It's like my dream to be like The Witch in Into the Woods
Yeah.
or like Miss Lovett and Sweeney Todd. Like any of those, I would love to have more of just any of his shows produced.
Totally.
I'd like more of Jason Robert Brown. I want to see more
I want to
of
see
that.
Parade again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Parade.
You know?
Well, it's-
Because like schools do it.
Yeah.
But like, and it didn't last very long on Broadway because I don't think people like appreciated it when
Even
it was
last
on
5
Broadway.
years is like,
Oh,
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's because it's a two-hander. It's not really, it doesn't get a lot of attention.
That's fair.
And every once in a while somebody does it and I try and audition and I never get it.
Yeah. I think Parade would come back in a really I think it's timely. I think, well, I mean, it goes to show with We Are Here and also Christopher Wilson, like putting on these readings of it and stuff like that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
because people see that it's socially relevant right now and it's also friggin' gorgeous.
His music is just
Yeah, it's
amazing.
brilliant.
We're Not Over Yet. Like anytime that's sung, I just get chills.
Yeah.
Like the minute I hear the like ba-da-da-da-da, I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm in. I'm in.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
Yeah.
Just
Now, I don't want to go down too much of a rabbit hole with it, but I do want to ask, because you are, like you've talked about how you're kind of pop influenced musical theater wise, you're also a huge Sondheim fan.
Love Sondheim.
Interesting.
He's just so intelligent. I like study his lyrics. Like,
Cool.
like A Little Night Music and just like the way certain like rhyme schemes and stuff happen. I'm just so intrigued by that because I think even if you're writing like pop music, like it can still be intelligent. I
Yeah.
think, you know,
I think that's
And
where
clever.
and clever.
Yeah.
And yeah.
and it is, you know, a great skill to be able to compose and do the lyrics.
Yeah.
You know, not everyone does that. Sometimes people just write the music
Yeah, like
and then
after-
somebody else comes in and, you know, people ask me like, oh, you're the book writer. Do you also write the lyrics? No.
Yeah.
And this is a kind of a funny thing about Allie and I is I cannot write music and Allie cannot write dialogue. It's
It
so
always
funny.
ends up like a weird romance novel
Fair.
or like
It's so
something
funny.
really, really odd. Like I'll write like dialogue in songs just to be like, it has to be something like this. And then I'll like go to it and I'm like, is it good? You'll be like,
I'll fancy it up a little.
yeah.
But we've pitched each other ideas, but
Yeah.
but really the skills are separated. And then but that's where we are what
Yeah.
we're good at is that we have ideas that we want, or if Allie, like we worked a couple times where we're stuck on a certain word, one
Yeah.
word in the lyrics that
Yeah.
like has to rhyme with this and it has to finish a sentence, especially in You'd Get It.
Get It was well, because usually I don't write songs that rhyme a whole lot. Like I just like, you know, people like what they would immediately say.
Yeah.
But then, yeah, You'd Get It came and I really wanted it to be like an interesting rhyming scheme after listening to like a lot of A Little Night Music. And like it's when we were 8, we would stand at the front door and watch the rain pour down. So
Cool.
it's like
Yeah,
door
yeah,
pour.
where
But then
it
there's
hits
a
and it- yeah.
there's a
So we
feminine
had to
ending.
do that 3
down
more
also goes
times.
down.
And and so we had to like keep going on it, and we would just like would sit there for like hours being like, it's
And we
so
can't
good,
say
but,
now.
like,
We can't use the word now.
Yeah.
It's so cheap
Yeah.
to throw in now
Yeah.
every time. And it was frustrating to sit there for like hours
Yeah.
and like, what can this word be?
Yeah, totally.
And then I've come up with something like, that doesn't work. Okay, fine.
We'll figure it out.
But
That's awesome. Cool. Well, let's pause this lightning round. We'll get back into it because
Oh,
I just
yeah,
want to kind of
lightning
chat about lightning round. I love it.
lightning round.